Hello, hello, look at this. This is a Nikon F4. I guess you know this camera now. Such an old camera. Some like it, some hate it because it's big and chunky and heavy. And I have to admit, it is. But what do we see today on YouTube again? New videos coming out saying it's the last one, the ultimate, the best one. It's always better than what it was before. And then you always think that, may I upgrade or do I need, This is the topic of my channel. You have, since you watch this channel, you understand that I like this old gear that gives you pleasure and the thrill to go out and shoot. Why did I get this F4 recently? By the way, it's like a mint condition. It's new. It's kind of new camera. But as you remember, I made a video where I speak about this Super Iconta from my grandfather, and with a 6x9 frame film, 120 film camera, medium format. Wow! This gave me the thrill to take pictures with film more than ever. This experience to go out, put your film in the camera and measure the light, set your parameter, shoot, and then wait for several weeks to see the result. And then you have the result and you scan it, and then you see the result already on the scanning table. You see this 6x9 big huge frame. Wow! So you know that when you will scan it and look at the script, would be nice. And then, as you know, I love Nikon gear, and this gave me the interest to come back to film cameras from Nikon, because I already had a Nikon F4 that I sold. It was the camera with the bottom grip with a curve like this. But I found it was so bulky. I didn't want to go back to this big one, and I wanted to get the F4, original F4, without any grip, as you can see here on the bottom. This one, I took it out and I used the gorgeous lens. This is the Zeiss 55mm 1.4. This is a beast. I have to admit, sometimes we say this is the best, and yeah, this lens is just it's just incredible. I mean, you can get a 200 euro cameras like this, and you put this lens on it, and there you go. It's not about the camera, it's about the lens that you use, and of course the subject and so on. I have some over 50mm that surprised me as well. This one is just that it pairs so well with this big F4, and this one at 1.4, it's already sharp. When you take these old AIS lenses or the AFD or AFS 1.4, at 1.4 it's not that sharp, it's not that nice, or you can get a lot of chromatic aberrations and so on. Then look at the pictures you get with this lens. So tell me what you think about the pictures taken with this lens and the Nikon F4. This was my first roll of film that I mounted into this camera, and man, what a surprise to see these shallow depths of field on a film and this result. I mean, I was so impressed and enthusiastic about this result that, well, it just gave me more and more of the will to go out and shoot films. So yes, it's quite expensive today to shoot film, but if you want to differentiate a bit yourself, and I see more and more photographers using film cameras. With these cameras, you get this kind of authenticity that you cannot trick a lot afterwards. Of course, you scan it with a digital camera. That means that you can trick it and play with it again. But you just check what you get. It depends on the film that you are using. It's a portrait. It's a 3x400. It's not the same as a X-Pan 100 or whatever you use. You will not have the same result, and you will not be able to trick it that much on the computer. And this is one part of the pleasure you have with film cameras and film photography, because it's quite authentic. With these cameras, it's this pleasure. You don't have all these AI assistants, eye focus, and so on and so forth. You just take your camera and try to frame it, your subject, and make your focus, and here you are. So what do we have in this F4? There are so many reviews on it, so on the internet. So I will not go deep in a review for this camera. Just letting you know that you have it really well in hand. It's heavy. It's quite bulky. You need a big bag to put it inside. Mostly if you use this 55mm from Zeiss on it, so for sure you get something really massive. Really, you see, this is chunky things, and then what a pleasure to make you focus and check this beam. It's in focus, and then you shoot. You have a automatic winder, motorized winder inside. You no longer have this lever to crank your mirror and charge the film. It's all fully automatic. You have a manual mode, PASM. You have all this PASM mode in this camera. You have every button is locked. You need to press another button to turn any wheel. So it's really secure. You cannot change a parameter without wanting to do so. You can reach 1/8,000th of a second on this camera. The ISO setting can be automatic with DX film. The thing you need to be careful with this is inside you have some liquid crystal, or do we say that? Little screen inside the viewfinder. Sometimes you have some leakage. I don't have any issue with this, but bear in mind that it's not in this that you have the problem, it's in the camera. If you see a camera, you test it, and you see that the screens inside are black, not all green, but you have some black leakage inside. Don't tell yourself, oh, I will change the viewfinder and it will be okay. No. It's the camera, and if it's dead, it's dead. I got the chance to find a Type P focusing screen, and this is very, very good because it helps you so well to make your focus far, far easier than the original one. And how does it perform is that I will try to show you here. Yeah, you see this little dot in the center. This little focusing prism in the center is oriented with 45 degrees. Just to let you understand, when you have a normal focusing screen, I guess it's for the vertical line, it's okay, because if you have one vertical line to focus, you will see the two lines that will go like this, and then it in focus. But if it's an horizontal line, the second one is just aligned with it, so you don't see when it is in focus. So then you have to turn the camera, and you will see again these two lines getting on top of each other, so it's in focus. With a 45-degree focusing screen, the Type P that you can find in this in the book here, you get this information. The Type P, this one, it's at 45 degrees, so whatever the angle of the line, vertical or horizontal, in fact, this 45 degree helps you a lot to make your focus. And then it becomes a real pleasure to play with this camera. And the last thing is, of course, this is big and chunky, but you can make this camera more easy to handle and put some like 20 millimeter here, the 23.5 that I use, and you can see some pictures also. But you feel that the camera is not well balanced because it's back heavy. All the camera is so heavy. When you put the Zeiss on it, you feel it at home. In fact, you feel it at home, I would say. Exactly. The lens and the camera balance very well. Then you can grab it from the lens. You have here, you make your focus, and here you press your shutter. And in this situation, the ergonomy of this combo is really pleasing. Well, that's it for today. I was really impressed playing with this F4 before this summer when I got it. But when I went to Canada this summer, I went in Quebec, in Montreal, I was wondering, do I take this with me? In a coming video, I will show you what I took with me instead of this bulky camera, because I knew that I will make something like 10 to 15 kilometers per day hiking with my daughter, and I didn't want to get this really heavy piece of gear around my neck or my shoulder during all these days. So I will show you what I took with me during this summer vacation in Montreal. See you in the next video, and don't be fooled by what you see. Just enjoy your gear and go out and shoot. See you.